Texas Chainsaw Massacre has another update on the horizon, and within this update we have a couple of things, and we'll talk about that within this video. As you see on screen, we'll go through each point, explain what it does and what changes would occur from those fixes and what they'll be going for in the future as well to make the game even better and better, because there's some bugs prevalent and those bugs are getting worked towards and fixed, and things are getting better towards the balancing side of things, so things are more fun for everybody. So when you go into the map, you're actually going to play the map and not just escape in a minute or die in a minute. There's a bit of a fun dynamic there. That all comes to your gameplay decisions, not how things are just so quickly done in the game itself. So let's talk about that within this video. So the first fix in testing is Connie and Leland's cooldown increase has been factored into it. So now they have a cooldown on their abilities. So Connie won't be able to open doors quickly with her ability, and Leland won't be able to stun anyone that quickly. That's the idea there. So that cooldown increase could be around even up to a minute. I'm guessing it's going to be around 40 seconds, 30 seconds at most that they factor into their abilities, so their abilities are not that much prevalent throughout the gameplay itself. But the thing is, Connie just needs to use her ability once, and she'll open a door fast enough, and the rest will go through her rest of the kit, which is based on efficiency locksmith. That's her build. She'll open things really quickly either way. So that's still going to be there. Speedrunning with Connie will still exist no matter what. Leland aspects there will most likely make him more vulnerable towards targets, and he can't play as aggressive as he is at this current time. So enjoy it while it lasts, because that will be gone. And that's unfortunate, because Chatland was truly insane. But now we're going to get a bit of an issue with his cooldown. Hopefully the level 3 quicker recharge is still great on the character, but we have to find out when that patch is put into place. The next change is Slaughterhouse Special Escapes. And now it says Special Escapes. Before it was only targeting the valve escape. I'm guessing they noticed the pressure valve system and they escaped there with pressure gate, and alongside that, the placement of the fuse box all come into account, and maybe they are too easy to complete. And maybe they'll start to play the locations of items, the actual orientation of where those special escapes are, or maybe remove them completely. We don't know. The map Slaughterhouse feels like it's a bit of a rushed map, so in that aspect, there were some good ideas behind it with 2 Gala kills in the basement. It's a fun little thing to do with Leatherface. But other than that, these challenges that we have right now in Slaughterhouse are quite difficult. Many people that are playing Family aren't dodging that map because of that one factor. But others like myself that play Victim don't want to play it because it's too easy. So I keep dodging that map as Victim as well because I don't enjoy it. So I usually play Gas Station, Family House, because it's much more intense and much more of a neutral game, instead of being favored towards the victims because things are too easy to access in order to escape. So that now will be most likely fixed in some way. Those are my ideas. They're going to start maybe moving the systems from below and put them higher and put it next to the holding pen, the pressure valve system, so that could be there. The actual fuse box might actually exist in different locations. Instead of being in the center, it most likely will exist in the other areas that you open up. Say the Slaughterhouse facility, when you open the first door there, or going towards parking lot, that first door you open, it will most likely be around there. So it creates those little choke points in certain areas where usually you can't just turn on the switch and get to the basement instantaneously. Now it's going to take a bit of time, and then the killers have a chance, the family has a chance to attack you at any moment. That might be the way they fix it, unsure, we have to find out when it comes out to it. Another issue they are fixing is SISSY poison bug. Oh my god, it's been only 3 weeks of playing this game, and I have nearly 250 hours, and SISSY's poison just gets worse and worse. That's what it feels like. It has not been factored into anything, and I'm glad they actually put it here as immediate change, because last patch, they didn't even take it as under investigation. They just actually didn't even think about it. So good to see that it's been targeted in some way to get rid of this factor where her item, her weapon is always bugged with poison. So any hit she goes towards a victim, it's always poisoned. So that will be fixed, and hopefully that make her more balanced instead of being broken and overpowered at the current state of the game, which is very oppressive towards victims, I would say. Because when you play as a victim, it's very difficult to play against SISSY. But when you're playing SISSY, you're having a blast. It's that double-edged sword of the character right now where people enjoy playing it but hate versing it. So I think it just needs to be balanced, and glad to see they're going to try and fix it in some way, especially with that poison bug. Then under investigation, hitchhiker traps and ladders. So this is still not fixed. We thought it was going to be fixed last patch, but it's still factored into now. Thing is, with hitchhiker, he's meant to stop people climbing ladders. That's the whole goal behind the character. He's meant to prolong those escapes from even occurring, and then use those traps anywhere else he wants. Usually ladders are the best situation, like the map on Gas Station, where it leads to car battery exit. People go there instantaneously from the ladder. By putting a trap there, it makes it easier, but they bug out and they can't actually go through crawl spaces. A whole bunch of problems, but that is under investigation, so hopefully they fix it. It all stems from the ladder, and then going to the ladder animation and not cancelling quick enough, well, it puts you into hitchhiker trap. That is the issue there, so hopefully they fix it. The next part is stealth balancing. Wow, okay. This was something that I was going to think was going to end up happening. I didn't think it was going to happen this quick, because I think it's necessary. And the reason why is because right now, if you play the game, no one plays stealth. You shouldn't play stealth because the game doesn't promote you to play stealth. There's no reason to. And some of those stealth mechanics don't even come into play in a normal game. Even up to 200 hours, many people are not using those stealth mechanics in the game that it has right now. I can list a whole bunch of them, but that might be a separate video for the true stealth mechanics in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But right now, with the way everything is, you need to play noisy in order to win, so you get out of the map quicker, because it doesn't give the enemy team enough time to set up. But now with the stealth balancing, if they do change this, which I'm thinking they're going to try and implement a factor of how Grandpa wakes up, because Grandpa usually wakes up very quickly, they're going to try and reduce that and keep them stuck into the basement as much as possible. And if you play stealth, you get rewarded, and the only way you can get rewarded with stealth mechanics, I'm guessing if you open all compartments or open all doors, you can actually leave without waking Grandpa up. And the only way Grandpa can be woken is from the family actually feeding him blood. So then there's that counterplay there. So that could be really interesting to see if that occurs. But stealth needs some time fixing in some way, and to what degree, I'm unsure. There's nothing to do with the proximity radiuses of each family or each victim. That's not an issue in the game, I believe. The importance behind stealth, which is not used in this game currently. Fuse box reset. Now this is a most likely interception point where a player can go towards a fuse box, a victim, activate it, and run to the basement. And during that time running down to the basement, I'm guessing a family member is able to reset it and close that actual door through the fuse box interaction. So they go to the same point where it's actually activated from, then close it from there. And then it most likely will go on cooldown. This is the best change for this fuse box interaction and escape right now because it's too easy. You have to get Leatherface to body block it, and even then, it's not that great. There's a 50% chance you will survive it. You can get backstabbed, you can get Leland shoved, and they will just walk through you like it's nothing. And that's the whole team going at the same time. So that's awful. I'm glad to see there's some type of fix for the fuse box, which will affect all maps most likely. Some other things they'll be working on is stuck in spots, so that'll be fixed, and parties being disbanded. Good to see. Just more quality of life changes for the game, leading to a better direction, hoping that this leads to a very well-balanced game, a well-enjoyable game that everyone can enjoy for years to come, alongside the future DLC at some point, because I'm eager to jump into new content. Do you think new maps will create so much potential for this game? Doesn't have to be the new characters, just a new map, because after 250 hours, and many people that don't even reach that amount of hours are already getting somewhat bored. Having a new map being added sometime soon actually increase that play base and keep the play base retained for a longer time period. So I'm hoping they add that sometime soon, sooner than later, more than anything. But my estimate is maybe a month or two from now, they'll add that. This month, that'll be perfect. If it's less than that, even better. So we just have to hope for the best. But tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think about this patch? Do you like it? Do you hate it? I'd love to know in the comment section down below. As always, mates, it's a pleasure to have you guys on the channel as we go through this, and I'll catch you, mates, next time. Bye-bye. Thank you for being here. It's been a pleasure, and make sure to check out this other video right here for more content.